All right, ladies and gentlemen, Melina wants to talk about Wendy Williams, and she was talking about a dancer who had just been shot to death, and he was murdered. He was 19 years old. I think his name was Sway, Sway. I think that's what his name was, Sway. I'm pretty sure his name was Sway. And he had just died from being murdered, and I'm like, oh my God, like he was only 19. And here Wendy Williams is talking about how he had more followers on her on TikTok, and she doesn't even have TikTok. And she was going on and on. I was like, poor kid. The family must be feeling awful. So Wendy Williams is so insensitive and being so rude. And I'm just like, well, that's Wendy Williams. You know, we all know Wendy Williams is like that. So it's not much of a surprise. But I'm like, this kid just died of being murdered. I'm like, holy. And he's 19. There was another YouTuber who had just died, and she was also 19. I'm like, when I was 19, I was just beginning life. Like, I still feel like I'm just beginning life. I feel very young still, and I'm 42. I can't imagine being at 19 and dying. And the other girl died from unknown causes, but I'm like, oh my God, these two are so cute. And, um, it's very, very sad to see this, and you're just like, oh my God, no way. 19, very, very young. That's too young to die, I think. And so Wendy Williams, like, Wendy Williams is like that. There's a girl that does a podcast on Wendy Williams, and she was saying, Wendy Williams should be fired. I mean, I think it was very insensitive the way she handled it. I mean, but a lot of TV stars do whatever and they get away with it. So I mean, I don't know if she will, but I'm like it was so uncool. I'm like this poor kid, and then she's just like kind of like making fun of him, saying that no one should be into him and all this, and then he's saying that he died, and she just kind of, I don't know. I think when you are, I don't care how famous you get or how big you get, if you can't be sensitive towards a 19-year-old celebrity or YouTuber dying, I think that's too much. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Totally enjoyed the show. I of course love Wendy Williams, but I think she went over the edge that time. I think we can forgive her because people make mistakes. I mean, there's so much cancel culture going on that people get canceled for everything. But I mean, people make mistakes. They do make mistakes. And I mean, what else are we gonna watch other than Wendy Williams? I mean, she's so good. But I mean, I can see if they would have, if they do fire her, I actually wouldn't be too surprised. But who knows what they'll do? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna keep her on. I don't know if she's gonna be on the air. I don't know. It was very insensitive. If you see, I'd be like, holy, that was really rude. Like the poor family. So the family's probably gonna sue her. They said it was pretty nasty. I'm like Wendy Williams. Like comparing yourself to someone that is has passed on. I mean, he was 19. He was adorable. He had his whole future ahead of him. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye now.